YouTube and class. Today I'm going to be telling you guys about the journey of Odysseus. So yeah, pretty much he gets, after he sacks Troy, quick reference, sacking is when you pretty much destroy a city and everything inside of it, leaving no survivors, which is what he's doing right now. Filling it with TNT, which they did not have back then, but it's a fast way I could sack a city in Minecraft. So yeah, this is for if you don't already know, this is for a school project. And there's going to be an annotation at the end to another school project for the same project. We have to do multiple things for the project. There's going to be a annotation to that I'm also doing, which is pretty much, you know what, I'll tell you at the end. I'll let you watch this. So yeah, he just filled the entire city up with explosives. And yeah, it just blew up. Oh, there's another building though, so he has to blow that up too. And then he sails off to the island of, yeah, this island here. It looks like Troy, but it's not, you know. This is the island of Sisones. He stole everything, now he left. And lots of his men died there. Now he's at the island of the Lotus Eaters. They have flowers that pretty much make you not want to leave. Which is how they eat you, kind of. Yeah. And then he sails off again to the island of the Cyclops, which is a big scary monster with one eye. And Cyclops raises sheep and rams, so right now he's stealing some of his sheep and he's cooking it. And then he hears something and he goes to check it out because it was kind of a loud noise. And then he realized that the Cyclops came in and blocked off the cave so that nothing would get out. And so he kills the Cyclops, doesn't kill it, but he stabs the Cyclops in the eye with a stick. And then Cyclops runs out to get water for his eye. And then Odysseus sails away. And then Cyclops starts throwing rocks at them. And Odysseus turns around and yells who he is, etc., that he's from Ithaca. And yeah. Now he's sailing again. This time he's going to come to the island of Aeolus. And that thing in his hand right there is a little bag of wind that Aeolus gave Odysseus. But Odysseus didn't tell his men what it was, he just said not to open it. And his men got jealous of what it was, so they opened it right as they got to Ithaca. So they opened it, they lost control, and pretty much now they went all the way back to Aeolus. Odysseus told him what happened. Aeolus threw his hands in the air, said, "Know what? No more wind for you. You are irresponsible." So Odysseus gave up with him and started sailing back to Ithaca. This time he came to Lastridianus cannibals, who in actuality are just really things that eat you. People that eat people. Cannibalistics, yeah. And most of his men die, but a few of them still survive. And as you can see, the cannibals right now eat you. And yeah. So then they sail again. This time they go to the island of Circe. And Circe seduces men and turns them into pigs and other animals. And Hermes just gave him a flower that will make sure that Circe does not seduce him and turn him into an animal so he can save his men. And he talks to Circe, and then he sleeps with her, and he takes and he burns the door, and then he gets away and he saves all his men. And then he sails into the underworld. So as he's going into the underworld, he starts getting a little freaked out, but he's going there so he can get back home to his wife and his son and his mother. And as he goes into the underworld, he realizes something, that he does really not want to be here. He's so freaked out, he just wants to get in and get out. So he goes, finds the prophet. The prophet tells him what to do and how to get home and what will happen when he gets home, etc. So he gets so freaked out that he's in there, he runs back, tries to get back out of the underworld, but he just can't get out of there fast enough. Tries sailing back up, but in my version he tries to sail back up, but it doesn't work. So pretty much he just keeps trying and trying until eventually he just glitches into a rock and then he gives up and flies out. Like that. And again, he's sailing. This is the same sailing clip, just so you know. I didn't want to do it. Oh, look, chickens. But they're actually the sirens who sing a song that makes men want to just stay there and they'll just like jump overboard and drown. And then, so Odysseus wants to hear it, but he doesn't want his men to hear it, so he puts wax in his men's ears so they can't hear the sirens. And yeah, then they sail away, and then they sail to the island of Scylla and Charybdis, or Path of, or whatever. And Charybdis will kill all of his men, while Scylla will only kill 6 of his men. And Odysseus chooses Scylla because only 6 of his men would die, compared to the 20 of his men that he has left would die, like that poor chicken and pig. So, yeah. Charybdis does not get all of his men. Scylla gets 6 of them. So now he gets to the island of Helios, the Titan of the Sun. And Helios does not want people to kill his cows, and Odysseus tells his men that, but look what they're doing. They're killing the cows by punching them in the butt. And that was a hard punch right there. Mega jump. And then they kill the cow, and then Helios gets mad, puts a giant hole into like the endless abyss, and then the guy dies because he killed one of his cows. And then he goes to the island of Calypso, and he spends 8 or 9 years here. And eventually the gods send Hermes to say that Calypso can't keep Odysseus there any longer. He has to come home to Ithaca so he can see his wife and his son. But when he gets to Ithaca, he has to fight all the suitors off, and he gets rid of them all. But after he gets rid of them all, he leaves Ithaca forever, never to see the ocean again. So yeah, now you're going to be seeing those annotations I was talking about in the beginning of the video. The annotations, sorry. They all lead to the same thing, so it's going to be like 20, yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty much a talk show with me and the gods.